So welcome back, everyone. This is going to be really fun. I'm excited about bringing on my next guest. She's been on with me once before. I have with me Crystal Thurber. She is the franchise owner of House of Colour Anthem. And color, I just so that we started off on this note, is spelled C-O-L-O-U-R. Welcome back to the show. You got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do, and everybody listen up because it's also for both men and women as well.
It sure is. And you know, the reason there's a U in color, that brings me to what we are. House of Colour actually originates in the United Kingdom, and that's how they spell color.
Okay.
So we've been around about 35 years, and everything we do is based on color science. I should say we have two services. We have color, and we have style analysis. But today we're going to focus on color analysis. And you know what, Carol? I just got to say this. A lot of people don't know this. But color analysis actually originated in Hollywood. There was a producer.
How am I not surprised by that?
I mean, there was a producer that noticed some of his, why am I losing the name? Anyway, some of his models would come in and some days they would look perfect. And other days the actresses would look just a little worn out and tired. And he realized it was the color surrounding their face. I thought that was interesting.
How many people know that feeling every day when you get dressed? There's just something about some things that you put on that make you pop,
right?
And there's some that just don't. So I want to talk about your service and what you do because it's super cool. A lot of people that are listening might have think about this from a long time ago. It's the same kind of principle, but it's done way different.
It sure is. In fact, you know what's interesting, Carol, is all the colors in the world, we can actually see 10 million. And they're all categorized into these 4 seasons. So what we do, when somebody comes in, they actually come in without a stitch of makeup, and we only do our services in natural lighting. And that's because I have to see how your undertones respond to the different colors. And a lot of people don't realize that our undertones actually love one of these 4 seasons best. And here's what women and men find out, is when they find out their wow colors, or the colors that love them most, they're going to hear things like, instead of, oh, I love your outfit, people are going to say, what did you do different? You're glowing today. You look absolutely amazing today in that color. And it gives you a newfound confidence that you didn't have before.
Wow. I'm looking at your wow color right now that you got on, and we're live on Facebook. It's absolutely stunning on you. And I want to talk a little bit about, like today I wore my wow color black. Well, when you're gray, you know, kind of salt and pepper, that's about the best color besides reds. You could probably tell me a lot, but I want to talk a little bit about that, what that wow is for people, what you do.
So what the wow is when somebody comes in, what we're first going to do is we're first going to go and decide whether their undertones are warm or cool. So they're yellow based or blue based. And then once we decide that, we're going to go between the 2 seasons, either summer or winter, or spring and autumn. And once we get to that season, what I actually do is I do a 90-second makeup application on them. We find 3 points of red lipsticks, which they love, but I individually drape all of the 36 drapes that we have in that season. You get way more than that. And the colors that they rate the highest in, those are their wow colors. So if people go look at my Instagram or even some of my things on Facebook, they're going to see a before picture, which they're in the same makeup, just no lipstick and wow colors. And the after picture, they're in their wow colors. I actually have an example for those live watching. All right, I'm wearing a wow color. We're in unnatural lighting, but if I slide this color up to my face, it is obvious, even in unnatural lighting, that my skin changes.
Yeah.
And it does not look
I have
very
to
good.
admit that you still look pretty. I have to say that. She's a client.
There and then down. So those are the things, that's how you discover your wow colors. Everybody deserves to know those.
So for women, obviously we know men do this. And, you know, let me say this too. Men, when you go on, you're going to go back. You have to be on stage somewhere, do something. How about in court? Wow. When you stand up there and you're doing your thing, you'll even do better because you're wearing your wow color. It'll make you feel good too. For women, you actually help them finding their foundation color, the hardest thing in the world to do. Also their lipstick, another thing that's hard to do. And tell them a little bit about that.
Yeah, so they get that what our 90-second makeup is. We have a primer, we have a foundation, I add a little bronzer, we have 3 different lipsticks, mascara, and a blush. So everything is matched to their season. So it's going to automatically harmonize with their undertones and harmonize with all of the colors in their palette. And one thing I like to say that especially I notice, well, men really like to keep it simple. But women, the older we get, the more we want to scale down our closet and simplify it. And I found a lot of women would rather have a little higher quality, less of it, but love every single bit of it and know that they can go to that closet and on any occasion they have something that looks amazing on them, that's going to work, and they're going to love it every time they put it on. So it makes life simple.
Her website is, it's House of Color, and it's COLOUR.com. You can also call her. Her phone number is 972-898-4744, and she's offering for people that call her, this is a $50, it's a color analysis that you're going to get from her. $50 off is what you're getting off of the color analysis. Our number here is, well, I'm just going to let them call you. Her number is 972-898-4744. It's $50 off. Let me just say this, anybody, if you're anybody, everybody wants to feel good. But if you are working, you're a working gal, if you are somebody who really needs to be that pop, if you just want to have your makeup done, so that you know your right colors right with that, give her a call because it's phenomenal. And you really walk the talk. When you look at her, you can see, right?
I do.
You do. You have to.
I do. And Carol, just so people realize, it's a very in-depth process. It actually takes 2 to 3 hours. It's not something where somebody just walks in and I put a drape or two on them and oh, bye-bye. It is an in-depth process. I will even help them with getting the right hair colors, the right jewelry colors, all of those things too.
That's amazing. Now, we mentioned black. Okay,
yes.
So I have to ask you, because I'm wearing black, where's that question? Do you take away the black? Because people love black.
That's a top question I get. No.
Best color to hide everything.
You think it is, but it's really not. But let me just say
That's
this.
my problem.
Let me just say this. Everybody thinks they love black, right? They think it. I say that. We don't take anything away from you. However, when I show you a color that is better than black, you can't forget it. So I'm not going to take anything away. You can wear any colors you want, but I'm going to show you what loves you most. For me, it's French navy, a deep plum, right, or burgundy. Those are much better for me than black. Black ages me, and it makes me harsh. When you're in your colors, fine lines and wrinkles start to diminish, and I don't know what person wants that, whether it's a man or a woman.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I was just going to say how hard it is for people who are aging. Once you decide that let's say you want to go gray like me, oh my God, I never wore blue in my life before, but now I can wear blues. I can wear them because it goes, and it's fun. And especially when you get older and you decide to do it, it's so freeing to be, your natural color. But to have those pops, those colors that pop you, is going to make you feel great every single day, everywhere you go, correct?
That is correct.
So would you want them to call you, they're going to get $50 off of the color analysis, and you said it's 2 hours long?
It's 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
It just depends on the person. Some people are very simple, and some people, they're a little bit harder to figure out, but we always get to it because the drapes don't lie.
No, oh my gosh, I don't want to know about the drapes. So the other thing that I wanted to say, do you do groups?
I do groups. What I do with groups, this is so great for, especially women love this, or a group of realtors, or maybe just a bunch of friends getting together. I will do color analysis, and not color analysis, but I will do color and style like education. I will explain to them what the process is and why it matters, and it's very eye-opening, and then they can choose to book an appointment if they want. But people absolutely love that because they want to understand a little more the power of it, and it's very powerful.
Her phone number is 972-898-4744. Call her, and she's going to give you $50 off the color analysis. You can check her out on her website, which is House of Colour, and it's COLOUR.com. You can check her out there. She's on Instagram. She's other places too. Check her out. She's a doll, and I think you exude what you really do. I want to also ask you really quick, is there there's a question. Is there a color that anybody can wear?
There is. True red is the only color not influenced by yellow or blue. Everybody can dabble in true red. We might find a better red for you, but everybody can wear true red.
It's so funny, and there's a lot of people will say, I can never wear red, and yet they probably can. And that's where you come in. You come in to help them not only with their makeup, to know that the right colors, the foundation, the lipstick, which is the hardest thing for a lot of us women. But then you also I'm going to find their wow color, and the colors that are going to make them feel great every single day of their lives. And you know what? You don't have to be in business to want to feel that. What are your final words, real quick?
My final words are they get to leave with a fan filled with their colors and a booklet with tons of information that's going to help them, and I'll continue educating them as they go along.
The number to call her is 972-898-4744. It's houseofcolor.com.